Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of the Cake King Challenge. We've had a wonderful sleep on the river here. It's currently September. We've got a little bit of rain coming in the afternoon, and I don't think that we should be too worried about it. Now, last episode we did do quite a bit of mowing, and we did some deadwood contracts as well to make our $7,500 starting from nothing. And unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot I can do except for that, so we're going to get stuck into a few more of those contracts today. So let's have a look here. We've got 2 mowing contracts, and we have a deadwood contract as well. Now we've already got Noah here, who has a mowing contract for $2,819 on field 12. So we will take that contract and we'll go get stuck into that nice and early in the day here. So here we are, coming up on field 12. I think this is it here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, this is it here. And yes, let's get the mower down and have a look at what we need to do. It's going to be a decent sized field here on this mower. This mower is not not the easiest thing. However, we will get it done. We will get it done as always. Now what I might do is, because we did so much mowing and deadwood in the previous episode, I think what I might do is I might do this contract, and then instead of doing a time lapse, I'll just see you guys at the other side, because otherwise this is going to be a very, very long time lapse. So I will see you guys on the other side. All right, and here we are at 95% on Noah's field. Field number 12. This mowing contract, first one of the day, almost out of the way. Now I am cutting a lot of these out, I think, is going to be the play. Just because the beginning of this, no matter which way we do it, it's going to be grindy. There is no money. There is no way to make money without, doing contracts and stuff, and doing the same contract, mowing over and over and over, deadwood over and over and over. Like I'm only able to do, what I'm able to do. And so for that reason, I think for the shorter fields, we'll time lapse them. For the bigger fields, like this one's a pretty decent sized field. This one's taking me about almost about 45 minutes. 45 minutes IRL. We are coming onto 1 p.m. here in September, and we did in fact get our rain, as you can clearly see. It started at 10 a.m. so hopefully that clears up. We are due for some sunshine. I'm expecting maybe 2 p.m. maybe 4 p.m. We'll see what time it comes in, but hopefully that comes in a little bit sooner rather than later. But after this, we'll have to figure out another one. And the goal of today's episode is going to be to try and start making enough money to purchase our first vehicle. We need something else, right? We need a tractor. We need land. We need tools. We need other ways to make more money that's easier and faster. And one of my goals is to get our own block of land. However, getting it without having any way of utilizing it. So for example, if we were to buy a grass block, what would I do with that? I could mow it, but that's all I could do with it. I couldn't collect the clippings. I couldn't do anything. So that's our plan now. We want to get a tractor, and then we're going to use that tractor to do different contracts, as many as possible. Maybe like a fertilizer contract or a cultivating contract, something like that, to earn enough money to get more and more tools until eventually we'll be able to make use of some field. I don't know what field. We start small and we'll build our way up. We can't lose sight of Mars' dream here, okay? Remember, the dream is to become the Cake King. And there we go. That's going to mark that one as complete. This is a great little mower. It's fantastic. It's certainly like a 1.5 meter working width is really, really small and does make it tough. We are getting better with it though, the more we practice. As you can see, we missed a lot of spots, but we're getting better with it. Now let's try and get this puppy up here. Will we get it first go? Here it comes! Here it comes! Yeah! Alright. Well, that was an effort, wasn't it? Now, let's get you strapped back in. Okay, $2,819. That was a fair price for that one. Pretty happy with how quickly it went away. What else do we have? So we have another Deadwood contract here from Noah. Same person we just mowed the field for. And whoa, that's a big one. That is a huge one. 7.56 acres for $7,500. That's quite a bit of dosh. That's quite a bit of dosh. I feel like that might be something that we should be trying to get into. Look at this wood transport here. I don't have a tractor though, so we need enough to get a tractor. This is a pretty big contract. We have a little 1,200 Deadwood contract here. We are very close to it. So you know what? We might go do this Deadwood contract. We won't take any of the wood. We'll just cut down the trees and then we'll come back down and we may scoop up this mowing contract and we'll see what else is there. Now, it does, in fact, look like we lost out on field 11 and I think 45, 44, I think we're up. And they've already been done now, as we did have to move on to September, so it's getting dark in the last month. Now, Deadwood, we will accept you. Thank you. I always forget to accept the contract. I just kind of start going towards it. So I can already see a bunch of the trees here. This one looks like it may be fairly easy to do. So we'll jump out and get this one done. We need our axe. I think we just do this, right? Yep, that'll work. Okay. Now, we did have an incredible suggestion from Panda in the first episode, left in the comments of the video, to create a little bit of drama with the contracts. You know, backstories, maybe conflicts, and stuff like that. And I've got an idea of how I want to implement this into the series. So we may look into that for episode 3 or 4. I need to do a little bit of thinking, make sure that my ideas are going to work. That's something that I think is a fantastic idea. So thank you for that comment on the video. It's a great suggestion. We shall do our best to try and make that happen. Now this barn just reminds me of collectibles. And as I think of collectibles, like this here must be a collectible. I'm so tempted to click on that right now. I'll leave it for now, and I'd like to know from you guys, what do you think is fair when it comes to collectibles? I do know where a couple of collectibles are, as I'm doing a Twitch playthrough as well, and we've found a few. I don't know if that's one of them. I suspect that it might be. But what do you guys think? Should we have access to collectibles? And if so, I feel like the only way it would work is if we did it where if we were doing a contract or if we were working on that field or right in the area would make sense. Okay, we run into that type of thing. I think without that, then it's kind of like, yeah, you could just hunt them down and run into a whole lot of cash really easy. I feel like I like the idea of maybe, oh, the rain has cleared up finally. Maybe if we run into, you know, like for example, right here, we're doing a contract on this land and I'm up here and I have a look at this windmill just in the middle of nowhere here. Oh, is this the one here? Does it have a red mark? It does. Now, I'm pretty sure I got them all. There we go. The Deadwood contract is finished. $1,200. And then we will go down and look at all this. Wow, that's so many things. It's going to be lots of fertilizing, cultivating, sowing, spraying. These are going to be the things that will be available for us throughout the year, which is what I'm trying to think of, right? I'm trying to think of, oh, we won't really have much sowing because it'll be winter, but I'm trying to think of like, what would we use a tractor for? Like plowing and stuff like that. Plowing is painful though. Plowing is painful if you don't have a giant plow. So I'm not sure what we're going to do there. Now we will accept this giant 7.5 acre field 84 for $7.6 thousand from David here. And we will go and try and get that done. So I'd love to hear from you guys what you think about the collectibles. If you think that we should be able to get them if we're working a contract on the site, you know, without hunting them down or anything. I would like to eventually do the sawmill. However, I don't want to use it as a get out of jail for cash type thing, as they're very easy to find. A lot of them are in very obvious places. They kind of almost have a theme about them. You know, buried in a shed in the woods somewhere type thing. So it's not terribly hard to find them, and I don't really want to be cheesy like that. You know what I mean? So we'll head down to this giant field. Now this is a huge one, so I will definitely not time lapse this one, as I would need an entire album with this tiny little mower to do that. Where are we going? We're going to follow this all the way and then go behind the shops. Okay. So we'll get up there. We'll give it a good crack. It's already 2 p.m. So this will probably take us well into the evening. I'm hoping we can still finish it by, you know, midnight at least. And I may have to ask David if it's all right if I just park my car on his land, and if we can have a sleep there. What I will also have to do is, I'll see if this will work, but we're going to need some fuel. So what I'll do is jump in here, and there we go. How much did that cost? $5. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Speaking of cost, we did sleep on the river, and we found out how much our first lease repayment was. It is $133 for our $40,000 loan that we took out to get this equipment here. And there will be no further loans outside of this. This is the only loans that we can take, because we've got to make it on our own, which is, you know, going to be a challenge. I think it's going to be a challenge. So here we are. This is a huge field. This is the biggest field that we've done so far, by a long shot. I'm starting to have a lot of regret. Did we bite off more than we chewed? No. It will be fine. So we'll get her unstrapped. We'll get on the mower here. And get her down. I don't know why it's a she. But we've already done it. I'm committed to the bit now. Oy, there we go. Okay. Mower down. Let's get our GPS lines up and see what's happening with that one. This is going to look crazy. Wow, that is a lot. Now we're going to keep the 1.5 meter working width. We are going to keep 6 headlands. I try to do as many headlands as possible, but sometimes with jobs this big, this is going to take me 2 hours, maybe IRL. So with jobs this big, sometimes you just need to break it up and do some up and downs as well. I don't know. We shall see though. Yeah, did that. Yep, there we go. Okay, we've got our working line. I'll pick up from this one here. And our first line will be right here. And well, where did you go? Did we lose it? I think we lost it. We lost it. There we go. And we got it back now. We're here. And it's time to get the biggest field by far. And coming up to 55%. The rain is settling in. It's 7 p.m. at night. And I've just noticed that the contract is due in 5 hours. And I'm a little concerned that we won't actually make it in time. So I'll have to keep an eye on it, but maybe I end up having to slow down the time. I don't know if that affects the contract hand-in time at all. I guess that would actually, that looks like it might be due at midnight. So we'll have to see. I'll keep an eye on it though, and if we get to the point where we may have to, because we're only 55% of the way done here. And I really don't want to miss out on this one since we're over the halfway mark. I've been trying my best to do some nice clean lines using the GPS here, but we have missed quite a few bits. It's going to be very hard to see at nighttime. We don't have lights on this tractor, unfortunately. So we will just have to tough it out, and we'll try and get as many lines done as we can, and then we'll come back and maybe trim up some bits if we need to do that to make it 100%. But other than that, things are looking really good, going well. And let's see if we can get this done before midnight. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the end. Got some big bits down here that we've missed. It's okay. We'll get them cleaned up. Jump over onto this line, and then we'll jump over onto this line. I'll skip that one, I guess. Wow, this one single percent is lasting a long time, isn't it? It's very hard to see. I can only just see. I'll try to be avoiding night work for the episodes, just because it's going to be very hard to see without a tractor. Once I get a tractor, okay, that's a little bit different, but oh, we got the moon coming out now. I think part of why it's also so dark is it has been raining for a very long time. It's been raining for a very long time. I'm going to be very happy to hear that rain stop. I'm assuming it will stop at maybe 10 or 10 p.m., maybe midnight. It might stop, at which point we'll probably be done. It's been a very rainy season in episode 2 here. I am hoping by episode 3 we get to purchase our first vehicle, our first tractor. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I want to put it all together. I think that we will do a second day though. We might do some more contracts in today's episode to make sure that we get enough done. You know what I mean? It's, yeah. And we're going to be heading into October, and there it is. We can shut off this mower here. We'll go load it up onto the trailer. And then we'll ask David if we can park the truck down by the river and have another sleep. There we go, second try. Love to see it. Get that strapped down. We did ask David, and David is okay with us doing it. We had to call him. It was very late. He wasn't too impressed with us calling at this time, but he's very happy with his field. Very happy to know it's been cut, and we have just collected it. We're now up to $19,000. We'll be able to buy a tractor, but we may not be able to use that tractor yet. Now it is 10 o'clock. We've collected our thing. I have spoken to David, and he was happy to let us come down here and have a sleep before we take our next day. So it is October now. October. Our loan interest of $133. We're here by field 80 something. 82, 84. 84. We've just done the mowing. And I'm not sure that there's a whole lot left for us to mow, to be honest. I feel like we've done almost all of the mowing. And we're really getting down to very small contracts left. Which is going to make it a little tough. And so I think what I'll do is I'm gonna accept this deadwood contract here from Noah. Noah's kind of the king of the lumber around these parts. How do I get in here? There we go. I'm still learning, still getting used to the game. If you guys still have tips and tricks, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. That'd be fantastic. I love learning about this and learning all the bits and pieces. All right, and here we are at the first job. So, we've got some deadwood to find in here. Now, I'm not sure how many there are. I feel like there's 11. Okay. We've got 11 trees in here. This is going to be... It's going to be pretty tough. We'll go in and find them all. Here we go. So, we've got one here. Chop down the first tree here. Okay, oh, I see another one down here. Oh, I see two. Okay, I'm going to get these done and I will see you guys on the other side. All right, I could not find this last one for the life of me, but there it is. That contract is finished, $1,650, putting us over the $20,000 mark. That is wonderful. We'll get in the car here. I do keep forgetting about the next vehicle button. I always forget to press that one. And I guess we've got to try and find another contract now, don't we? Yes, no, we're painted into a corner here. Oh, we've got another deadwood contract. Okay. Let's go ahead and go scoop up this deadwood contract down by field 69. We'll go down there and have a look at what we can find. We will accept this and head down there. I'll see you guys down there. Okay, now we've just arrived here. Now, if I remember correctly, this is right next to the... This is the sawmill. Okay. Means that if we were to maybe land some of these trees on the trailer, we would not have far to sell them at all. And because of that, we may, I think, attempt to do that. Let's have a look and see what we can do first. Okay, how many trees do we need to cut down? 8 trees. 8 isn't terrible. Oh, it's a tough place though. Oh. Is this one here? Are these all? Yep, we got a bunch. Now, I did just see a shed there. Did you guys see that shed? That shed, I don't know specifically for this one, if I'm being honest, but those sheds typically have an old sawmill part. In a lot of the times that I've found the old sawmill parts, they have been in little sheds like that in the middle of nowhere. Now, I didn't even know there was something here, but it's definitely going to be worth a look. So we'll go in, we'll see what we can see as we are working on this site here. I think that we've got to go back a little bit now and try and find some others. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping that there is a sawmill part in here. Okay, that looks like one. That looks like a part. And it is. So there are 25 parts in total. That is the first one we've found. There's 24 left to go, and it rewards us with $10,000. This is going to allow us to get our first tractor, I think. And it's going to push us just over the line to maybe even get in some harvesting things. But first off, let's stay focused on our task. I'm very excited now. That was incredibly lucky to get a deadwood contract on land that has one of those. Is somebody's watching over us. I was pretty nervous there for a second, not sure what to really do. Just figured wait, you know? Okay, that contract is now finished. Who had that one? That was Noah. Thank you, Noah. Okay. That was intense for me, chat. That was exhilarating. That was absolutely exhilarating. Now, let's have a look here at our tractor options, because now with what we have almost $32,000. I think we may even. Oh no, I've already collected the contract, so the wood's gone now. Let's have a look at what we can do. There is this small little tiny Massey Ferguson here, and if we were to say put on this 690T, it would cost us $5,500 in total, and that would give us 90 horsepower. It would only be a two-wheel drive, and it would be worth $27,000. I would ideally like a front loader attachment on it as well, but I do need to get a weeder and possibly fertilizer. So my idea here is we buy this tractor, we buy some fertilizer, and then we go fertilize some lawns. I feel like that is our best case scenario. There's this one for 2,000. It's a very small tank, so I would have to keep coming back to refill. We've got no way of lifting it up onto the trailer either. The pallet, that is. Can only hold 300 liters. It does do 14 meters, and it's going to be a nice break. So that would be 2,000 on top, and then we would need some solid fertilizer, which is about 2,000 as well. So we need 4,000 spare. I think we can do this, guys. I think we can do this. And I think we might do it. What a way to do this. Okay, yes. If we'd add that, and then we may be able to get a front loader attachment after. So 27 plus 4 is 31. We will have enough indeed. I think we're going to buy this, chat. I think we're going to have to purchase this one. The Massey Ferguson 690, 27,000, 90 horsepower. We're just going to get the 90 straight away, so it's done. We are also going to get ourselves some fertilizer and the fertilizer spreader. So we'll grab this one and purchase you. We will also grab a bag or a pallet of fertilizer. I think they have exactly the same amount. They do. I'll get a bag just in case I need to purchase 2 bags in the future, and I can carry them with pallet forks should we need to. Now let's drive over to the store and we will go and see our brand new tractor. And there it is in all of its glory. Oh, this thing looks fantastic. We'll park our truck here. Well, I'm so glad we've done this. This means that we are going to be okay after all. Let's get a look at this beast. Absolute beast. Okay, so we've got our blinkers. Our blinkers work. Let's hook up our fertilizer here. Okay. And then what kind of contracts do we have for fertilizing? We've just opened up so many options, and what I'd like to do is earn 4,000 back to pay for what we just did. Oh, look at this one. 38. $6,500. 1,700, 800. Plus, we've got more deadwood contracts to come. We've got options now. We have options. I'm very, 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 very happy about that. And I think for that, we will leave that here for today. And we will get started on our new jobs on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are really enjoying the series, and make sure to leave any comments or emojis or anything like that down below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.